I'm waiting for the live to pop up. Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Truck Talk, episode number 4, and we are here in beautiful San Diego, California with...
Yeah, hey, my name's Daniel Figueroa. Nice to see you guys again. Like I said, we're here in San Diego, California. Great, beautiful day to be out here today.
Yeah, so we have 3 topics that we're going to discuss today. First one is going to be about credit. I know we get a lot of questions in the comments, in the inbox, talking about credit.
A lot.
So we're going to clarify a lot of things today, the good, the bad, and the ugly, because we see them all. Second topic we're going to talk about is down payment.
Yep.
We get a lot of questions about, how much do I need down on a certain truck? So we're going to clarify that today. And then, of course, the third topic
would be the new generation of drivers. So the younger guys that are up and coming, just starting out in the industry, and the benefits that they're going to see from starting out in trucking.
Exactly. And also, guys, to leave a comment below if you have any questions. You guys have Daniel here. He's been able to help a lot of people get on the road. So questions on financing, types of equipment that we have on the road, or if you're looking for equipment, ask us right here, right now. He can check his phone and see if we have that equipment at all 6 of our locations.
Yep.
So, we're excited, guys. So,
one question, I'm just going to jump right into it. One I get a lot all the time from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube is, my credit's not that strong, my credit's good, or like what kind of credit you need to qualify for a loan. Well, the good thing about it is, first, we can get you qualified for a loan. That's the easy part. Hard part is if you're gonna like it, whether it's because your credit's really good or on the more of the difficult side, like the bad side of the credit. For anyone with
what's considered good credit and what's considered bad credit to us?
Okay, so anything that's like I want to say 685 and above, you got pretty good credit and you're gonna get pretty good rates. A lot of things people don't realize about credit too. It's not based off a scale of 0 to 800. Your credit score is actually I believe it's from 400 to 800.
Okay.
So that's the lowest you need. So when people think, oh, I got like a 600, they think they're really good because they think it's out of that larger scale.
Right.
Really, the scale's a lot smaller. So if you got 600, it's not that great.
Right.
So 680 and above is actually really good. We can get you really good approvals and really good interest rates. But the biggest thing you want to do is not to lie on your own position. So don't lie to yourself thinking you have really good credit and you don't. So we see it no matter what.
Right.
So just know if you have bad credit, be upfront, tell us so we know how to help you the most, and then we just kind of go from there. But if you have bad credit, you're probably looking for that kind of falls into your down payment because it's all credit driven.
Right. So if you have bad credit, does that cancel out your choices completely, or can we work with people who have?
It doesn't cancel out your choices at all.
Okay.
So if you have bad credit, the only thing that it's going to affect is your down payment. That's all it's going to affect.
So you'll just pay a bigger down payment
exactly.
the worse your credit is.
Yeah, okay. The bank, they're lending you money, they're protecting their investment.
Right.
So to protect it more on their side, they want just more money up front. Just like you would if you were loaning out money to somebody.
Yeah.
So for bad credit, I always recommend having anywhere from 25 even up all the way to 50% down.
Okay.
And sometimes some people get a little discouraged by 50%. Mm-hmm. They hear that number, that's just a large number they hear. That's not always bad because you want to build up your commercial credit. So you can always, it might be the first loan could be high down and maybe a higher interest, but you're not jumping into trucking to be a one loan kind of person. You're jumping into trucking to make it a career and a living so you can provide for your family. If your kid's 5 years old, you're jumping into trucking, you're going to be doing this probably until they're 18, 19, 20 years old just to provide for them.
Right.
So, that's not going to be your first truck loan. You're just starting there, and then your next loan's going to be better, and your third loan's going to be better, making sure you're consistent with your payments and everything.
That's a great point.
So don't think of it as a short-term starting point. Think of this as you're investing in future ventures to get better.
So you really have to have some depth of vision.
You have to. You have to, especially in this market, because trucking does get affected by a lot of stuff.
And that's what we talked about yesterday in Fontana with Raymond, that it's a lot about mindset as well. So having depth of vision, knowing that to have good commercial credit, eventually you have to get started now. So don't let the 25 to 50% interest, or down payment. Don't let the 25 to 50% down payment concern you, because you got to start somewhere.
And again, that's only if you have really bad credit.
Right.
And it's not even guaranteed it's going to be that high.
So what if you have good credit or decent credit?
So
decent. So that was the ugly.
Yeah. So even on good credit, I just recommend always, it's pretty close to the same percent. 15 to 20% is what I usually say. Maybe even 25. Not always is it going to be that case, because if you have really good credit, you might have good credit doing a first-time loan, so you can still have a little bit higher of a down payment. But I usually ballpark at 15 to 20, 25%, right around there.
Okay.
Just because, you know, if you have 10 grand to play with, you're probably within that percentage range, and we can get you very close to that range. And sometimes, if your credit's good enough, you get a lot lower on the down payment.
Right.
So sometimes you'll
That's a
get,
good point.
yeah, you'll get maybe like 5% down, 10% down, something like that.
Okay.
So that's more common. So it's not always definite with down payment. There's always, every loan is different because every person has different things on their credit.
Okay. I think that's good to kind of make stand out. So everyone's down payment is going to be different. Everyone's interest is going to be, everything is going to be different for each individual. So your best bet, your best option is to get in contact with Daniel or your local salesperson here at Central Cal, and let them show you your unique numbers, your down payment that will be for you.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And then also along the lines, if it's your first loan too, you're going to be in that middle ground. So like bad credit, that's the kind of percentage you want to have for down payment. Good credit, that's the percentage you want to have that we spoke about. If you're first time loan, you're going to be somewhere in that middle range.
Okay.
So just kind of keep those numbers in your head. I always say if you have 10 to 12,000 for a down payment, $10 to $12,000 for a down payment, then you're going to fall within your percentage range 9 times out of 10.
Cool.
And
this is some value, man. This is some really good value.
Yeah, definitely. That's what we're here to do. Bring value to everyone that is checking in and tuning in with us.
Right.
We don't want to just sell you guys trucks. We want to make sure you're set up for success. We're not just a truck dealership. We're a tool to help you guys better yourselves, first and foremost.
Exactly.
So,
good point.
Yeah, I mean, all your down payments all going to be credit driven, no matter what, though.
Cool. That's awesome. So, real quick, we're gonna stay on that topic because I feel like as we can maybe go into a little bit more. Luis Munoz. Luis, thank you for tuning in. He says, "Are you showing any KWs today? Do we have any KWs on the yard today?"
I do, Luis. I actually do. You might like them. They're actually white T680s. If you keep your eye out, Joanna's actually going to do a walk around of a 2015 Kenworth that we got. It's a T680, about 570 on the miles, and very, very great pricing for the value of it. I don't want to give away the special pricing we got on it just because Joanna's going to go in detail with it, tell you all the specs you get with that purchase. So keep an eye out for that later today on this page and also our San Diego Facebook page, so you get all the details.
Perfect. So yeah, Luis, we'll do that for you after the live. So thank you for your question. Anyone else, guys? If you have any questions, you have Daniel here. Go ahead and drop a comment below. So do you feel like you covered credit pretty well?
With the credit, yeah. So just always remember, another big thing we get, people always want to ask us a ballpark number for their down payment and everything, and they tell us their credit over the phone, what they think it's at.
Right.
Just know your credit's not always exactly what it is off of the websites like Credit Karma, Credit Score, and things like that. We pull your actual credit, your actual FICO numbers, and we see the accurate number. So it is gonna be different from what you guys see on apps and stuff.
Right.
And also, they're just gonna ballpark it just like I'm doing now. We will not know accurate, definite numbers until you fill out a credit application, because then we can get all the information that we need necessary to give you true numbers. We can give you ballparks, but for a true number, you have to do an application with us.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
so
there's no way around it.
Here's my question. So when I have them fill out a credit app, what information are they going to need to provide on their credit application?
So for the credit application, it's a very simple one. You just mark down, the very first question they ask you if you're doing it under your name or a corporation name, like an LLC, S Corp, Inc., things like that. So just check mark it off. You do have to have a social security number or an ITIN number, I believe, just so that way they can actually pull your credit. They need that to see your actual credit history.
Okay.
And then you need a Class A driver's license if you're doing it for yourself. If you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for a corporation, we need the corporation owner's driver's license. So you have to have those two readily available. And then a lot of stuff we get actually down here in San Diego, we get a lot of guys with the that come in before that try to get financing with a binational license.
Okay.
That doesn't necessarily always work. I mean, 9 times out of 10 it doesn't. Right. There's only one bank we have currently that works with a binational license. Mm-hmm. For those of you that don't know, binational license, it actually lets you drive from, it should be trinational, lets you drive from Mexico, US, and Canada. So the actual states, the northern countries. So
right. That's interesting.
Yeah, only one bank we have that actually finances through that.
And we have a bank that
we have one that's willing to do that. You do have to meet the requirements though. They are a little more strict because of the fact that it's a binational. If you don't have if you have only the binational, make sure you have also, at least a California Class A somewhere, or a United States Class A. It could be from California, Arizona, New Mexico, wherever. Okay. But some kind of state ones. That way it just opens you up to more banks you can go to.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's a really good point. We have a question from Michael, but before I ask that, I want to say a lot of our audience out there, they're pretty busy. So how long is the process to finding how long is the application process until they find out how much their down payment is and etc.?
Oh, that's a great question. So I get that all the time. So for us to give you the best result, one, the application has to be completely filled out.
Okay.
No matter what. If you're missing stuff, we'll call you and get that information right away. I can't speak for every salesperson. Some are busier than others, so they might not get to you as soon as they want to. So just your best shot is to complete it as much as you can. And the second you have the question, call them up and get it answered before you just send it off and hope that they have everything.
Right.
And then after that, give us at least 48 hours to give you the best result. Because I can easily go to one bank, get a result today. That doesn't necessarily mean that's the best bank for you.
Okay.
That just means they happen to answer faster.
Right.
So one of them could be like a bank that gives you like a 40% down, where if you wait that extra day, that extra time, we can get a bank that give you probably closer to 15 to 20% down.
And bro, this is a great segue to Michael's question.
Oh, perfect.
Okay, so it's he says, how many financial institutions do you use? If more than one, how long does it take to get the results? So how many do you use?
I honestly do not have the exact number of the ones we use. I know that there is a lot. I know there's definitely more than 10 we can reach out to, and other ways that we can go to other banks as well. There's all kinds of different avenues we have to get you approved. That's why I said getting approved is the easy part.
Right.
Now, we do have a lot of transparency with you, at least me and my sales team in San Diego do, to where if we need more information from you to try a different bank that may be better, we'll contact you and get that information from you. So sometimes, it's a case-by-case basis. Everyone has different credit, so it does take different time frames. The average, though, is about 2 days to get you an approval that's good and that you'll probably like. Now, if, like I said, if it's different and we need more information, we'll call you, hey, we need 3 months of bank statements. Because we have this bank that might take 1 more day, but they'll be better than this bank for sure. Because our finance guy is very good. He knows exactly the percent range each bank's going to be in and what the requirements are.
That's awesome.
So we're not just going to send you to like all the banks we have. That's not benefiting anybody. You're going to get credit pulled by all of them. That's bad. We're going to zone in on the best ones for you based off of your credit. So we definitely narrow it down. That way we can get your credit pulled the minimal amount of time as possible.
Right. And I think that holds a lot of integrity because a lot of our customers don't know how we help them get them financed, but really behind the scenes, we're doing the very best that we can for them.
There's a lot going on that they don't know.
Right.
A ton.
And that's why we've been in business for so long. It's because we've kept that integrity.
Yeah.
Right.
And awesome. It's transparency. You're not going to trust us the second you don't ever want to deal with someone that's not completely transparent on what they're doing, especially when it comes to your credit.
Yeah.
You want to know everything that's going on.
That's true.
So, like I said, there's a lot of stuff goes on in the background that they don't know, but that's not your guys' worry to know. That's the reason you come to us. We take care of that headache so you don't have to worry about where it's going and you don't have banks calling you all the time. We'll take care of that on the forefront of it.
That's awesome. Good point. All right, so to kind of close things out, we'll end it on our last topic, which is new drivers, the new generation of drivers, and we want to talk about the pros today. We want to talk about, you want to take this away?
Yeah, with the new generation of drivers, I've been seeing a lot of people that's actually our age.
Okay.
They're in that, actually I have somebody now that is 19. So super late teens to early 20s and even early 30s. You got these new generation of drivers coming in, and I think it's great. I think it's awesome because trucking is one of the very few industries where you can make a very, very good career out of it.
Right.
And you kind of learn on the job. You learn as you go and you get better and know your worth a lot more as you develop as a person in this industry. And just like anything else, the more time and energy you put into it, the better it's going to pay off. So starting out young is great because you're going to learn all this stuff and then take all of that stuff you're learning, you're kind of condensing it. You're not jumping in this when you're 30, 40 years old. You're jumping in when you're 20. You're literally taking 10 years of experience that these guys would have taken. You know what I mean? So you're kind of condensing time frames and learning curves in your younger age, so that way when you're in your 30s, 35, 40s, you already got a system going. So you already learned all from those past mistakes. So,
and you made a really good point too. You said that the newer generation of drivers, they're gonna they're getting into the industry with these newer trucks, so they're not having to learn new things. Do you want to talk about that?
So I think it's great because the one thing that my one of my hiring managers over in Fresno when I first started, he told me that trucking's a very old industry. So it's a very old industry in the sense that it takes a while for trends to catch up with trucking. You see it now. I mean, automatics are barely coming out. Like, you know, there's a lot of automatics now on like 2019, 2020 models.
Yeah.
But cars have had it for decades.
Right. Comment below. What do you guys think about automatics? Are you guys for automatics? Or do you guys think about it from a business perspective? Or are you all about the manual? Mm-hmm. Comment below, guys. We want to know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Good point.
And I mean, you know, automatics taking over the market. You're gonna in 5 to 10 years, it's gonna be 90% of the used trucks because you're gonna see them coming out. You know, we're gonna start phasing out and start selling them because we're seeing a lot of them now. It's a lot of what we're getting in. So I think it's great because all the stuff you see from other people doing it, the younger generation grew up already around that technology.
Exactly.
Like Uber Freight, like
iPads,
iPhone, everything on an app. You can track GPS, truckloads and stuff on an application, seeing when the truck's moving, running, the temperature of your refrigerated unit. Yeah. The younger generation came up with that. We grew up around iPads and stuff like that. So we're taking all the stuff we already learned as kids, and it's all coming into trucking the time that we're old enough to jump into trucking and make a career out of it. So you're going to be at the forefront of this new developing technology, and you're going to be the one that the veteran drivers are going to for assistance and benefit from that. The younger driver, talk to that veteran driver and learn his experience. You guys benefit from each other. It's not just a one-way street. They don't just learn from you. You learn from them, and they show you the ropes, and you can show them the new technology, especially with like the electronic logbooks and stuff like that. I guarantee you a 25-year-old is going to catch on to that faster than the 50-year-old that's on the road.
And in business, to succeed in business, you have to be able to adapt.
Always.
And the one who can adapt the best is the one who will succeed the best. Where everyone else is seeing maybe concern about the industry, other people are seeing opportunity. And like kind of Daniel was saying, there's a lot of opportunity right now for the next generation of drivers because, you know, you're the first ones to get into these newer trucks with newer technology, and it's going to be more a part of you than it is foreign to a lot of the older drivers. So Michael says, as long as my wheels turn, I will adapt to any transmission. Learn as you go. And that is a winning mindset, Michael.
Yep, that's awesome. The kind of thing you need right there. Yeah.
But don't get me wrong. I love driving stick. I can drive stick, and it's a lot of fun. You know what I mean?
You got that connection to your vehicle.
Yes, bro. Especially when we were driving the 379 Peterbilt. 18 speed, man. It's watching Dom try to.
It's different.
There's just something about it, man. It's real American. I love it.
It's a whole different monster when you're doing the gear shifting. I had to drive the one we have here. We have a 389 with 485 horsepower.
You know what? Let's show them it, man.
Yeah, I felt very weird driving it.
Let's show them it. All right, guys. So that's the topics that we have, but we're just gonna keep it going. I'm gonna leave the phone with Daniel. He's gonna show you guys the KW that Luis wanted to see, and he's also going to show you the Peterbilt as well.
Cool, let's check it out.
All right, guys.